everybody. It's 5:30 on Monday morning, and look, we've got puddles in the yard. So thank the Lord we had just rain last night. Not quite sure how much we had, but it's certainly better than nothing at all. So is that a positive start to the week? I think it could be. There's the first one away. There we go. First one out the gate on the Monday morning. Job's looking good. Well, I caught him up. We were a long way from home. I tell you what, that tractor gets a lick on the speed. It really does, I tell you. Quite amazing. I've had trouble keeping up with him. Well, to be fair. So done really well. So there we go. Big little job now, a little service job, then we'll be on our way home. I'm back in the workshop, having been to, well, a long way away from home. Brought Daniel back. He's now gone out in the lorry. There's no stopping that young man. Anyway, I got told, here Ken, you like this? Somebody mentioned the other day on YouTube that I praise Daniel up more than you.
Yeah, but that's because he's better than me.
No, so I do praise Ken. Ken does a brilliant job here. Absolutely brilliant.
Only when nobody's looking.
Well, Ken's not on YouTube as much as Daniel, are you? Really?
No.
But it's he does an ace job. So don't everybody think that I've praised the other.
I've got a hammer.
You've got a big hammer, and he knows how to use it as well. So here we've got a fuel bowser that we bought back. We bought it out of an auction. It's been here before, quite a while ago, and I would say that this left here, I'm going to say pre-COVID, because the stickers on here changed. We went to GCS fuel systems in COVID because there's a quick story. I'll explain that one in a minute for you. But anyway, so it's back here now. You can see painted John Deere green. The hub's all coming off, all being checked over. And Ken is doing an absolutely wonderful job. Ken, you're doing a really, really good job, Ken.
I have the special tool.
Yeah, the brake adjustment tool. No, he's doing a good job there. So I don't want Ken to think that we don't praise him up, because we generally do. We're very, very appreciative of the hard work he puts in for us here. And the good thing is the hard work he does, but he does it properly. And there's a lot to be said for that. It has actually got a brand new piece of workshop equipment here, which is his little trolley there now, which is was that not boot fair buy, was it?
No, that was a special
Parkside.
Lidl.
Oh, that's a Central Royal Lidl.
I would have got one from Temu, but I've been put off.
Wow, well done. So you went into Lidl to buy a trolley and ended up with some 3 pints of milk that they conned you into buying.
I went in to buy some shopping and I saw that and I thought, that'll go for scooting around on.
That's perfect. How much was that, Ken?
That was just shy of £20.
Brilliant. That's well worth the money, isn't it?
It's easy.
Brilliant.
But maybe a Temu one may be better, I don't know.
Well, we could ask the ambassador for Temu now.
Yeah, you've done it as well then.
Yeah. No, I messaged Chris, because if everybody watch, right, they go back to this story at the beginning. If you watch the Professional Struggler, he bought some Temu tools the other day, and I was texting Chris asking him, is he become an ambassador for Temu tools? And the comments were, yeah, okay. So that's not a Temu. That's a Lidl. There we go. Yeah. So anyway, Chris is coming over here soon. He's going to come and find us shortly. So he's going to come and launch the new service van, Ken. He's going to give us some tips on van tidiness.
That would be very handy.
Yes, and how to keep the van in good, clean order. Yes, we look forward to that. Right, okay. I'll leave Ken to it. Lovely job. Well, as quick as Daniel got out of that cab on the lorry, he's now going to get into that and go and pick a trailer up. So, and he's running as well. So, really nice. This telehandler has been moving chicken muck, and what's really pleasing is that it's come back here in an amazingly clean state. They must have washed it, because look at the paint falling off there again. But anyway, it's come back in a really clean state. So where are you off to, Daniel? We're off local, Daniel, this one, isn't it?
I'm off local for this one.
A quick local one.
Quick local one. Before they go home.
Keep it home. Home? No. Keep going, Daniel. Well done. So yeah, it's nice. Customer sent back in a very clean order. So that's nice that they do that. So, bucket and forks. Job's good. Now he's off again. And I guess he's picked the wrong track. This one probably wants some fuel. Let me guess, you picked the wrong tractor. This one wants fuel. Just a quick question for all our farm viewers out there. The weather forecast showing no rain for another 10 days to a fortnight. Yes, we had a little bit overnight and there were some puddles here, but I think it was very, very patchy where that happened. What are people's thoughts about harvest across the UK? I've seen it before where we can start almost the end of June, literally the end of June, and almost be done by the 1st of August. So, are we going to bring harvest, do you think this weather's going to bring harvest forward an awful lot? I don't know, we're trying to gauge what our customers are going to want for harvest, because trailer-wise, predominantly our customers book from kind of mid-July, which is fine. And we normally end up with a bottleneck between harvest and maize and silage starting, and potatoes. So this year, if harvest comes really early, it could be over early, but then the yields are going to drop. So I don't know, what are people's thoughts? We'd love to know what you think, how you see this harvest is going to go, particularly with all our farming customers that, like me, the older generation, that have seen this all before. What do you think? How is it going to go? So we're trying to gear up. I mean, that in theory gives us kind of 3 or 4 weeks to get an awful lot of traders out around the UK. That's quite some workload. We can do it, but it's just quite some workload. So please let us know what your thoughts are on how your crop's looking or how you see harvest going this year. It would be fascinating to do that. Please, in the boxes below, let us know how you think harvest is going to pan out if the weather continues like it is. So, right, onwards. Ken's off home for the day. Thank you for your hard work, Ken. And Ken is very much appreciated. No, thanks, Ken. Have a great evening. The pond's dropped quite soon as we stand here. Isn't it? That water level was nearly up to the top of this bank. Do what, sorry?
It was up to the top of the pipes last week.
Yeah.
And it's dropped that far, so it's dropped
Yeah. I've never seen this empty, don't get me wrong. But you know, in the winter here, it was literally up to the top of this bank.
See on there?
Yeah, dropping down. Yeah, but it's quite nice, isn't it? There's fish in it, which is a miracle. There's fish in it. And newts. Lots of newts. There we go. Right, thank you, Ken. See you tomorrow. Be careful going up the drive. Young Danielson is on his way back. I do like the pond. I think it's nice to have the wildlife and that here. So, right. Ken's gone home. Look at these beautiful blue skies. Amazing. I'm back at the Unimog. This has certainly gained an awful lot of attention over the last 24 hours on YouTube. When I tell you it was an e-registration, I actually meant e-registration 1967. I think people mistook it with the 1988 e-registration. Now 1967, so she's 33, 58 years old. So it's just a little bit older than me, so there we go. Now, we've also had a few people joke about this, that we ought to get someone here to do a will it start thing. which in a way would be quite funny. Even Chris Allen, the professional struggler, joked about we ought to get this come and do a will it start. So let us know your thoughts on that situation, whether it should be do a will it start. I don't know. Let us know your thoughts on that. But if not, the chances are this will be going to auction. Apparently, the year this was made, they only made 159 Unimogs, and this is I think what they call a 416, which is, they did a 406 apparently, but this is a 416, which is slightly longer. So the body of this one here is of a 406, and it's got that longer gap there. So there you go. We're learning a bit more about it. It is for sale. Everyone wants to come and buy it. We don't, we'll make an offer on it. We're really not quite sure what she's worth. Tricky one really, because where'd you find another one? But it needs to go to someone who's going to have some love and passion for it, and get it back on the road. So let me know your thoughts. Should we do it? Should we try and do it? Would it start if we've got the time? So I know we had it running when we picked it up, and that was about 5-6 years ago. It did actually run then, but who knows? There we go. Let us know your thoughts. Right, clear picture. Note to Michael: clean camera works better. Right. Question. Michelle's here. I'm going to ask Michelle a question I've been asked several times now by people. I'm going to put it to Michelle. When you was at school and you had careers chats with your career teacher, what was your line of job that you actually wanted to do when you was at school, and why?
There's 3, and I didn't do any of them.
Go on then, what were they then?
So originally I wanted to be a vet.
Right, okay.
But then backed out because I didn't want to put animals down.
Fair comment.
Did want to be a policewoman, but couldn't be bothered with all the training and that.
Okay.
I didn't see
you get a uniform though.
Yeah.
Okay. And the third? That's 2.
Yeah. The other one was an air hostess.
Right.
But then
You're scared of flying?
No, I like flying.
Okay.
I didn't do that because I didn't want to be away from the family. So yeah, I didn't do any of those.
Okay. And now you are a
But
busy person doing lots of things.
But so I went into childcare.
Childcare. That was good though. You were successful at that, weren't you?
Yeah. From 16 to, well, be 30 years or something.
Wow. Okay, that's cool. Well, that's a question we got asked. So that's
By who?
I can't believe I divulge that information. Could you look at the camera rather than keep playing with that, please? That's rude.
I've got this today.
That's
It's pretty
rude.
cool.
That's rude.
Yeah, look.
It's rude. It's rude. Right.
Cool.
Thank you for answering the questions. Right. Job's good. Yeah. Right. Well, thank you for watching the video. And we're quite glad to be getting towards the end of the day. So anyway, that's a question that Michelle was asked. So just out of curiosity, what did you want to do when you left school? What was your plan while you left school? What did you want to do? So tell us what you wanted to do and what you ended up doing. Let's see what the difference is. So in the comments box below, please let us know. That'd be quite cool. Thanks for watching. Please click and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. So thank you very much for watching. Cheers. Bye-bye. And bye-bye from...
Bye.
Bye. Bye.